Welcome to the Grey Areas with Makina.
Your favorite host, Sisanda Jafta, and this is a platform that seeks to unpack the unpopular opinions around the phrase, not everything is black and white. Simply put, it's not that simple. We discuss all things that have the potential to distort our ability to be sober-minded from both a Christian and psychological perspective. Welcome everybody. Welcome GA Squad. Welcome to the Grey Areas with Makina. It's your favorite host, Sisanda Jafta. Oh my God, I missed saying that. I missed being behind the camera. As you guys know, that I was on annual leave. Yes, I take this work so seriously, such that I need an annual leave. If you're new to this channel, welcome to the GA Squad. This is a platform that seeks to unpack the unpopular opinion around the phrase, not everything is black and white. Simply put, it's not that simple. Oh my God, where do I even begin? As we announced at the end of April that we were taking an annual leave, and we did take an annual leave which was meant to end in May, and it ended up going all the way until now, which is practically the end of June. But I have an explanation for that. But before we go to all the details, I just want to say thank you. Oh, what am I without you? What am I without you? Thank you so much, guys, for your love, for your support, for your sticking around. The newsletter community is growing. If you have not joined that, I will be putting the link down so that you can join. Yes, it's very lovely community where you get the tea before everyone else. You get what is being done in the platform, announcements and all of those details really. But it is a very lovely small community that is growing steadily and lovely. So please do join that. I promise you will not regret it. But moreover, I really just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for your love, for your support, for your generosity, in this platform. Really, there's so many things that I don't get to share publicly that are happening. There's people offering just to support the work that we do. Oh, I am overwhelmed by love. I'm overwhelmed by your love. It feels like I'm forgetting something important, which is don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do the whole shebang. Yes, please. Like legit, guys, please do those things. Especially the commenting part. Please comment so that we grow together and just build this up. Yeah. I feel like my mind is all over the place, but I really just want to start off by saying thank you. Genuinely so. I mean it with everything in me. Thank you so much. Really, thank you. Ndiyabulela. Enkosi. Eva? Yeah. Now, let us start today's episode. Really, it's just a catch up on where have I been, what have I been up to during the annual leave, and what does season 2 look like for us. And I think maybe let's start with season 2. We closed off season 1 in April, and when I was reflecting, I realized that season 1 was mostly just around the relationship with self, how to build a relationship with self beyond the nuances of life. How do you get over shame, stuff like that? How do you deal with the mental blockage that is happening in your mind when you are overwhelmed, when you do vulnerability? Those are the things we've been discussing in this episode. You can go catch up. And we also just touched a few practical examples like relationships. Does love really pay it all? What happens when there's cheating involved? Grief. We just touched other practical examples that makes it really difficult for us to be truly in our best self state. Best self. Yeah. So we really did that. And what season 2 looks like for us, we are taking a slightly different direction. We are focusing on our relationship with God. I don't think we discuss enough the gray areas that happens in our Christian walk. I don't know about you guys, but I've had so many gray areas where it's like, am I coming or am I going? God, are you with me? Or, he's always with us, by the way. But stuff like that where it's like just you are unsure and you don't even know how to discuss these things because you will be deemed like your faith is not good enough, or you are not Christian enough, or you even doubt yourself, am I Christian enough for going through something like this, for thinking like this, for stuff like disappointment, when you experience disappointment, unanswered prayers, waiting seasons. Those are the things we'll be discussing in season 2, but it will be mostly focusing on mending our relationship with God. I won't even lie, I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about this one. If you know me, you know I'm a Jesus girly. You know I'm always talking about Christ, and I'm always talking about salvation and all those things. So definitely, obviously, this part of the conversation excites me. So I am looking forward to season 2. We might have limited guests simply because of I'm currently recording in my private space, and I was just thinking that over time, other guests will not be comfortable with this arrangement. So I will need a studio, a proper studio for me to host people that I'm not very familiar with. That's number 1. Number 2, just the logistics of having guests. I don't think as a platform we can afford that, if I'm being 100% honest. And that's not to say we won't have guests, but I'm just saying they will be limited in terms of them coming, because I'm such a firm believer of honor. I have been honoring the guests that have been coming here, but not to the degree and level that I want to honor them, honor their time and all of that. So honoring someone requires resources, which is something we do not have. So yeah, we will be having limited guests. So please get used to this preface. And please pray for me. Please pray for me that I come here and speak sensible things that are making us grow, even as we grow together. So yeah, that is what season 2 will look like. Now that is out of the way, and we will continue posting twice a month. Hopefully 3 times, 4 times as we progress. But for now, I can only do 2 times a month whilst I juggle my full-time job and other things that are going on in my life. But yeah, with the newsletter, we are there every week. So if you want to hear more from me, please do join the newsletter gang. And then, what has happened when I was away? Guys, we hosted our first meet and greet. That was, I have no words. I really have no words. That was really exciting. Thank you so much for pulling through. I had made it a very limited, intimate setup where there was like 30 people. I kept it at 30 people because I didn't want to overestimate the number of people that will come, or even though we had like overflow of people just wanting to come, I also didn't want to start planning for big, and it's my first time and I don't have experience in events planning and all of those things. So yeah, the meet and greet went well. I did get a lot of feedback from the people that attended, that they enjoyed it, they had fun. Personally, I also had fun. My greatest joy was seeing everything go well. That was my greatest joy. I'm not even gonna lie and say there's something that stood out for me. No, it was seeing everything that I had planned coming right, going well. That was my greatest joy, and just seeing people happy. No one seemed like, oh my God, Nazinga is solar. No one was solaring themselves for being there, which for me is a win. A win is a win. A win is a win. But I'll just take you guys through the details of everything. And yeah. So yeah, let me just maybe start at the beginning. Early this year, it was laid in my heart that we need to grow our online community into a physical community. And that obviously meant doing something that would gather us as the GA squad together. And I was like, we haven't met each other actually. We don't know each other. And a meet and greet came about. I think it became confusing though once I came public about it, because it was giving meet and greet Sisanda or meet and greet the host. And I'm like, relax. It is nothing like that. It is nothing like that. It was not to meet me. Oh my God. No. That was not what the meet and greet was about. the concept behind the meet and greet was to meet each other as the squad, as the GA squad. And we did exactly that. I remember one of my friends coming to me to say, Sisanda, I really wish the GA squad can come and not necessarily your friends, you know. And I was like, you are right. But what are the odds that I will gather the squad immediately, you know? But somehow the squad was able to gather. So thank you so much for just pulling through. So yeah, that was the concept. I shared it with the team. They approved. And we started planning. Initially, I thought I want just something small. I was just so, nothing major, just something small and. And then when I started defining what small is, I was like, child, that's not small. Now I'm looking for venues. I'm getting quotations. It's real, you know. I'm thinking deco, I'm thinking food, I'm thinking music, I'm thinking gift bags, I'm thinking, hey, bro, speakers. I'm like, ma'am, you said you wanted something small. If there's one thing that showed me that I really like nice things, it has to be this event, because I can't understand how my mind moved from I want something small to just listing the best possible things ever. So I started doing quotations of different venues. Some were ridiculously expensive. Whew, some quoted me like 40K. I was like, 40K, I'm the 40K. Where am I gonna get 40K from? You know, but I was able to find something really, really reasonable. I was able to get the venue secured. I was marvelously helped, guys. Oh my god, I barely sweated. I remember even from the program till the very end, there was provision. People were giving. People were buying tickets saying, hey, I might not come, but please give it to someone else who's gonna come. People gave to this event. I remember just maybe 3 weeks into the event, going through my savings to say, Lord, I'm gonna take this amount of money because I need things done and tickets are not going through. I think the angels were just laughing on some, baby girl, relax. This is my idea. I'm gonna provide for you, you know. I took out my savings. I'll tell you for free that I took back my savings because there was just abundance. And for me, that was evidence that the Lord is backing me up. The Lord is backing what I'm doing. So yeah, there was provision all the way through. And then what else happened? Yeah, the goodie bags. The goodie bags. I didn't know what would make the GA squad happy, but I really wanted something meaningful. At the same time, like, I don't have the funds. That was before people started giving me money, but I was able to also get that. I will be showing a different picture so that you see, but the event was really a success, and for that I really bless the Lord. And I'm obviously grateful to the GA squad, to my friends and family for their support, for their love, and for their generosity. Yeah, the next event will be happening next year, maybe in the US. I'm kidding, guys, I'm kidding. I always play around that I have the online, the US community, which I do have. Audience, yes, that's the word. Community, yes, both words are correct. I do have the US audience, and it would be nice to do something there, but obviously I don't have funds for that. I don't have funds for that as yet, but when the Lord permits, we will definitely have something overseas. But I don't know, honestly, when we will have the next event. I really don't know. I also don't like doing things for vibes, but it's always nice when we gather the community together. So as the Spirit leads, something will come up. We will have something, even if it's not a chill section, even if it's like a prayer or whatever. I do not know, but I am obviously treating this platform with a very open heart, and I am excited. What else do you guys want to know about the event? Please pop down in the comment section. Oh, another thing, I barely had time for anything really. I remember the day before, it was a Thursday, and my friend says, are you gonna undo your hair? I'm like, my hair? And I looked at myself, I'm like, yes, my hair. And she's like, baby girl, that hair is not okay. I undid my braids, and it's like, okay, now that I've undone my braids and I've been doing up and down belly hair time, what is my plan? You know, what am I gonna do on my hair? And then I was in the morning, quickly went to go just do ipondo at the salon. Yeah, I barely had time for myself. I was just in a time of prayer, time of preparation, just worried about the event, worried about people, worried about food. Guys, planning an event is not easy. Hey, you worry about every single thing. But one of the things that really calmed me down was the backing of the Lord. I won't lie, there was provision. I never lifted up my hand a lot to do way too much. There was provision. People were just giving their time, their resources. I remember the decor. So the venue came with the decor. Initially, I thought they're just gonna put plates and cups. You know, when I arrived at the venue, oh, they've done something really beautiful. And then I just added candles to make it more cute. Guys, I like nice things. I saw myself in this event that I like nice things. Just added candles to make it more beautiful. But there was provision, even the welcome boards. Yes, VS Space, please check them out on Instagram. Were generous enough to provide their resources. The cameraman, guys, I'll also put down their details on the description below. Yes, but there was provision. I was marvelously helped. I didn't lack a thing. And that is just maybe an encouragement as well to someone who wants to do anything for God. If God prompts you to do something, do it. He will back you up. He will back you with resources. When you move in faith, God moves. Like, God is moved by your faith and He provides. And sometimes we worry so much about how will I do this? You know, I don't have this, I have that, this is not happening, that's happening. And we rob ourselves an opportunity to see another dimension of God that we do not yet know. You know, I saw a God that shows off in this season. I was like, okay, you're trying to show off now. Okay, love it. But a God that does exceedingly abundantly above. That is exactly what happened. So yeah, that was what happened during our holiday, and that's what made the holiday longer, to be quite honest, my annual leave and the team, because the event was only now in June, and before then we were preparing. So what was meant to be a holiday ended up us preparing for the meet and greet, and then we only took 2 weeks after, you know. But yeah, overall it was good. I was happy, and yeah, God is good, guys. Please trust God with your lives. If He prompts you to do anything, go for it. He will back you up. He will provide for you. And yeah, we will meet on our next episode, where we will just kickstart season 2. So take this as a hey, I'm back. Love you guys. I missed you so much. I missed this, and I can't wait to just continue with it. Yeah. Bye. See you next time.